how's it going, everybody? This is Studio Link VST, and we're back with a brand new product. It's first of its kind for us. It's called Modern Guitars. This is not your typical guitar plugin where you strum for genres like country, metal, and rock. This instrument is packed with playable, sexy, smooth guitars perfect for modern R&B and hip-hop beats. There is absolutely no loops, guys, no loops. This is a virtual instrument that is 100% playable to add guitar into your tracks. We combined synthesized guitars that we ran through classic guitar amps for a futuristic sound with real acoustic and electric guitars that we sampled from one of the best guitarists in San Diego, California, Mark Shapiro, also known as Evan Marks. Here's a quick glimpse of him jamming out during one of our studio sessions. Modern Guitars is powered by the full version of Kontak 5. So that means that you can load it up in your Pro Tools, FL Studio, Logic, Studio One, Ableton Live, Sonar, Cubase, and more. If you are not a guitarist or you're an entry-level keyboard player, do not worry. Modern Guitars has its own MIDI browser, so you have tons of chord progressions and melodies to help spark your creativity. Let's check it out. Okay, so now we have our Modern Guitar. We're inside of our Logic Pro X. We're going to show you how easy it is to create a beat inside of your Logic Pro X or whatever music host that you're using. We're using Logic Pro X here for this example. Let's go ahead and show you. We have a basic little template loaded up with acoustic guitar, electric guitar, and guitar pads. I like to keep everything organized in here, so I label them. For the drums, we will be using our Urban Groove drum machine, guys. It's one of the best virtual drum machines out there. I'll let you hear the groove that we have going on. Now, let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to add and apply some guitar in here. We're going to be using our MIDI chord progressions and melodies for this example, but you guys can use however you wish. You do not have to use the MIDI chord progressions at all. Like I said, all the instruments are 100% playable. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. We're going to double click on chords 1. Then what I'm going to do is drag this down just a little bit so I could see. And we're going to click on the little plus sign, click, and drag and drop. It'll load right into our Logic Pro X. And let's go ahead for our melody lead. Let's grab it, drag it, and drop it onto our electric guitar. Let's go ahead and listen to it now. And since it's melody, what we could do is even drag this up here to the acoustic guitars, and then what we could do is go ahead and listen back to it now. Let's go ahead and show you how simple it is. Let's drag in a different acoustic guitar. Let's use this ambient pluck guitar. Now let's quickly go over Modern Guitar's GUI interface and design. As you can see, Modern Guitars has a very attractive design. 4 pages make up Modern Guitars. First page is right here. It's Main tab, which contains your built-in amplifier, has your volume, your bass, your tremble, and on and off activation button. Page 2 contains our signature arpeggiator and chord builder sections. With the click of one button, you can now have your guitar playing in minor, major, power, and 7th chords. Page 3 contains your 6 effect pedals. It has your delay, your distortion, your chorus, reverb, filter, flanger, and more. And on our 4th page is our MIDI browser, which contains all of your ready-made chord progressions and melodies you heard in the demos earlier and more. Modern Guitars has 6 instrument categories: acoustic guitars, which are your more clean Spanish guitar and ukuleles; electric guitars, which have distortion on them, created from synthesizer leads that we ran through classic guitar amps; guitar blooper effects, all made from a real guitar, great for adding character to your beats; guitar chord chops, which are perfect for producers who are familiar with the art of sampling. We spread all types of guitar chords across the keys and allow you to play with them however you choose, all royalty free in the styles of bossa nova, Neptune funk, and rock and roll. Pad guitars, which are multis, which we layered some of our guitars with our ambient pads. And last but not least, our ambient pads, which we created for that same reason, so that you can layer them and be used to create your pad guitars. Now, one of my favorite things about Modern Guitars is our guitar chord chops. You have tons of chords spread across the keys. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess around with some of these. Let's get some drums playing. One of my favorite tools to use inside of modern guitars is its built-in arpeggiator. To show off its arpeggiator, to show you how easy it is to create amazing arp sounds using your guitars, let's go ahead and we drug in our chord progression that is in our progression 2 inside of our MIDI pack. We'll go ahead and click on the browser. We have acoustic ambient pluck guitar loaded up. Let's listen to what those chords sound like. Now let's go ahead and quickly transform that into an amazing arp, guys. We'll turn the arp on. Let's go ahead and change this down here. This is the rate. We'll change it to 1/16 and let's listen back to it now. We could go ahead and change and play around with this octave. Let's choose +1. Let's listen back to it now. So there you have it, Modern Guitars Virtual Instrument, available now for the full version of Kontak 5. Coming soon for Reason Refill, Win32, Win64, Mac AU, and Mac VST as standalone. Modern Guitars, go get it now at www.studiolinkedvst.com. Shout out to all of you who are watching this video, drop comments, and thank you to all of you who continue to support and continue to be a part of this Studio Link VST movement. Thank you so much. See you next video.